Have you ever wondered if your dog truly loves you? We all want to believe that our four-legged friends love us unconditionally, but the truth isn't always that simple. Here are 20 signs that might make you realize that your dog's feelings for you may not be as strong as you thought. If you notice any of these behaviors in your pup, don't worry, there's always a way to change it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on helpful videos that can help you build a stronger relationship with your four-legged companion. You open the door after a long day, expecting an enthusiastic welcome, but your dog just glances at you and then turns away indifferently. If a dog truly loves you, they usually can't contain their excitement when you come home, whether it's a little tail wag or running to you. If your dog seems uninterested, it could mean that your relationship is starting to drift apart. This might be due to emotional hurt, changes in their routine, or even a sign of illness. If your dog used to be excited to see you but has become indifferent, take a closer look to understand what's really going on. Don't forget to spend more time with them, pet them, and play to reconnect emotionally. The gentle licks from a dog can sometimes be a bit annoying, but in reality, it's one of the key ways they show affection. If your dog has never licked you or even pulls away when you try to get close, they may not feel enough of a bond to express love this way. This doesn't mean they don't like you, but they might feel shy, not yet trust you fully, or simply aren't accustomed to this behavior. Some dogs show affection in other ways, but if you notice that they only give licks to others and never to you, it could mean that there isn't enough of a connection between the two of you. You throw a ball, but they just stand still. You wave a toy in front of them, but they show no interest. A dog that loves you will always want to spend time playing with you, as playtime isn't just a way for them to entertain themselves, but also a way to bond. If your dog enjoys playing with others but ignores you, they might not feel close to you. This could be due to an incompatible routine or because you haven't spent enough time playing with them in the past. Try to take the initiative, find games they enjoy, and dedicate more time to bonding, as a relationship with a dog needs nurturing, just like any other relationship. You call your dog's name, but they don't respond, don't turn around, or seem uninterested. This can make you feel ignored. A dog that loves you will at least look toward you when they hear their name because it's a natural reaction when they feel connected to you. If they often ignore you, there could be two reasons: either they are having hearing issues, or simply, they don't care enough to respond. Try observing whether they respond when others call their name. If they only ignore you, it may be time to rethink how you interact with them and find ways to rebuild that connection. In the wild, dogs and wolves often sleep close to each other for safety and bonding. If your dog always chooses a corner to sleep in, avoiding being near you even when there's an opportunity, it could be a sign that they don't feel secure or close to you. This isn't always a sign of detachment. Some dogs just prefer their own space when they sleep. But if they always go to someone else to curl up with and never choose you, it may mean the bond between you two isn't deep enough. People often say that the eyes are the window to the soul, and this is true for dogs as well. When a dog loves someone, they aren't afraid to make eye contact, and may even gaze at you affectionately and for longer than usual. But if you look into their eyes and they immediately turn away, or even appear anxious, it could be a sign that they don't fully trust you or feel uncomfortable. Some dogs tend to avoid eye contact because they are shy, but if this isn't their natural behavior, there may be something that's making them feel distant from you. Areas like the ears and paws are extremely sensitive for dogs. When a dog trusts you, they will allow you to touch them without reacting harshly. But if you touch their ears or paws and they immediately pull away, shrink, or even act defensively, it could mean they don't feel completely safe with you yet. Some dogs may be more sensitive due to past experiences, but if they only react this way to you and not to others, it may be a sign that you need to spend more time building trust with them. A dog that truly loves you will want to share their joy, and this is reflected in little moments, like bringing toys to you. Whether it's a dirty ball or a tattered stuffed animal, for them, it's an act of bonding. If your dog never takes the initiative to bring toys to you or ask you to play, they may not consider you a central part of their world. This doesn't mean they don't like you, but it may indicate that the bond between you two needs more time to deepen. Yawning is not only a sign of sleepiness, but sometimes it's also a way for dogs to show anxiety or stress. Similarly, constant lip licking can be a natural reaction when they feel uncomfortable. If every time you get close, your dog starts yawning or licking their lips, they may be trying to calm themselves because they feel uneasy. This isn't necessarily a sign of dislike, but it does indicate stress and a gap in the connection between you and them. Dogs that love their owners are often very sensitive to human emotions. They can sense when you're feeling sad, anxious, or stressed, and will typically come close, lean on you, lick your hands, or simply lie next to you to offer comfort. But if your dog completely ignores you and doesn't react when you're upset, it may mean that the connection between you two isn't strong enough. This could happen if you've recently adopted the dog or haven't spent enough time building trust with them. A wagging tail is one of the clearest signs of joy and excitement. When a dog loves someone, they can't hide their feelings. The tail will naturally wag, even if it's just a small movement when they see you. If your dog rarely wags their tail when you come home or doesn't react at all when they see you, it might mean they don't feel genuinely happy around you. This doesn't mean they dislike you, but it definitely shows that there is a gap between you two that needs to be bridged. Typically, when a dog turns its back to someone, it's a sign of trust. But if they always face away from you and never seek interaction, it could be a sign of distance. A dog that loves you will occasionally turn its head to look at you, lean on you, or at least relax when near you. If your dog consistently keeps their distance, it might mean they haven't really formed a strong bond with you yet. You walk into a room, but instead of happily running to greet you, your dog just gets up and leaves. If this behavior happens frequently, it could be a sign that they don't feel comfortable being near you. Dogs that love their owners usually want to stay close, lying near or at least being in the same room as them. If your dog always tries to keep their distance, it could mean there's a lack of connection between you two or something makes them feel unsafe. Dogs usually enjoy being petted, having their heads rubbed, or being snuggled by those they love. If every time you touch them they flinch, withdraw, or even growl, it could mean they're not comfortable with physical contact from you. This could be due to a variety of reasons. They might have been hurt in the past, or simply aren't used to the way you show affection. Pay attention to their reactions to better understand their boundaries and gradually build trust. Dogs typically show excitement when they reunite with their owners, often through jumping up, wagging their tails, or running around. However, if your dog shows no special reaction when you come home, they may not really look forward to your return. A dog that loves you will show some joy, even if it's not over-the-top excitement. If your dog seems indifferent, it could be a sign that the bond between you two isn't as strong as it could be. Food is something dogs love, so if your dog refuses to take food from your hand but will eat it when you're not around, it could be a sign that they don't fully trust you yet. Sometimes, dogs feel safer accepting food from someone else or may not be comfortable with the close contact from you. This is an important sign that the bond and trust between you and your dog need to improve. Dogs that love their owners often like to follow them around like a shadow, always wanting to be close by. However, if your dog doesn't have this habit and often stays by themselves in their own space, it could indicate that they're not truly bonded with you. While every dog has its own personality, if your dog doesn't seem to care about you moving around the house, you might need to reassess your relationship and find ways to strengthen the connection between you two. When dogs feel anxious or frightened, they often seek protection from the person they trust most. If your dog doesn't come near you when they are scared but instead avoids you or seeks refuge elsewhere, it might indicate that the deep bond between you and your dog is still lacking. A dog that loves you will always try to lean on you in stressful moments because they feel safe and protected with you. One of the most obvious signs of love a dog has for you is when they recognize your pain or discomfort. They will seek to be close to you, lick your hand, or even lie next to you to comfort you. However, if your dog remains indifferent when you are hurt or in pain and doesn't attempt to check on you or make you feel better, it might mean that you haven't yet developed a strong emotional connection with them. Many dogs that love their owners actively seek out affection, whether it's a head rub or just sitting close to you. If your dog never seeks you out for cuddles, it could mean they don't feel as bonded or close to you as you might think. Actively seeking affection is one of the clearest signs of trust and deep love from a dog. If your dog doesn't do this, you might need to reflect on how you interact and nurture your relationship with them. If you notice several signs from this list, don't be discouraged. A dog's love can be cultivated with patience, affection, and positive experiences. Spend more time with them, treat them gently, and one day, you'll see their eyes light up every time you walk into the room.